Tonight on the CBS Saturday Night Movie.
I'm the storyteller, and my stories must be told. I have many stories, tales for both the young and old. I have many voices to describe many places. Many names have I, and many faces. In Russia I am Ivan, in Sweden I am Jan. In Germany I'm Johann, in America I'm John. From my many travels I have gathered these tales to teach you good sense when all else fails. Sometimes there are tears, sometimes there is laughter, but always are happily ever after.
Long ago and far away in a distant land, there stood, surrounded by great forests, the summer palace of the Tsar. Here the Tsar brought his wife, 3 daughters and retinue to spend the summer months away from the city. The summer palace was always well guarded by soldiers. One of these soldiers was Sergei. He had served the Tsar faithfully for many, many years, but as time went by, Sergei grew tired and sick. One day, as he was on duty, who should appear but an officer? "You look a disgrace!" shouted the officer. "Look at yourself!" And without more ado, he dismissed Sergei from the army. So, after all those faithful years of service to the Tsar and his country, Sergei was left with nothing, not even a ruble for a ride home to his village in the cold, snowy north. So Sergei just had to walk home. He walked and walked through the wild and lonely countryside. He was very upset he had been so badly treated. Hadn't he given the best years of his life to his country? And now he was left with nothing. As he walked, he remembered the wars in which he had fought, how he had been wounded. He still had the scars on his arms and chest to show for it. He remembered, too, his young sweetheart he had left behind in his village so many years ago, and whom he had never seen again. And though he was returning to his village after all this time, he did not know if his family would still be there, for he had heard tell from some travelers that sickness had swept that part of the land and many people had died. As he struggled on through the woods, he grew more and more tired and hungry. Perhaps, if he was lucky, he might come upon a village and be able to beg some food in return for work. Otherwise, he would never have the strength to walk the many miles to his home. He walked along the high ridge, but no sign of a house or hovel could he see. He was just about to collapse from tiredness when he caught sight of a still blue lake in the valley below. The water looked so cool and inviting that Sergei decided to stop and bathe his hot and aching feet. Wearily, he stumbled down the steep slope and came to rest under a shady tree. Sergei sighed sadly. Oh, what shall I do, he thought. I have no money, no food, and I'm still many miles from my village. I will never get there. Really, I'd have nothing to lose if I hired myself to the devil. No sooner had he thought this than an ugly little man appeared. He sat, grinning at Sergei from a branch of a tree. "Who are you?" cried Sergei.
You called me, replied the little man. Weren't you just thinking of hiring yourself to the devil? We pay very well, you know.
Sergei backed away. Had he heard right? Was this a devil talking to him?
Well, how about it?
Grinned the little devil. I wonder what I'd have to do, thought Sergei despite himself. They pay well, he said.
Oh, you wouldn't have to do anything,
Laughed the devil, reading Sergei's thoughts.
You just have to agree not to brush your hair, wash or even shave. Oh, and never change your clothes, trim your nails, or even blow your nose for 15 years. And in return, you may have anything you desire. It's easy.
It's tempting, said Sergei, but it's hard to learn to be dirty. Still, I accept your offer, but you better play fair. The little devil grinned.
Don't worry. We'll keep our side of the bargain if you keep yours.
So they shook hands to seal the bargain.
But if you don't keep the bargain, warned the little devil, then the devil will take your soul for eternity.
Oh, it's too late now, thought Sergei. So he said, if I can have anything I want, I'd like a bag of rubles and a fine house in Moscow to start with. That was no problem for the little devil. He just waved his arm, and there at Sergei's feet, there appeared a bag of rubles. Sergei picked it up. He had never seen so much money in his whole life. Was he dreaming? Had he really made a pact with the devil? He must have done. For there he was, grinning at him. And the rubles certainly looked real. And so did this Moscow street. Yes, the devil had kept his promise, and here was Sergei in the middle of Moscow, just as he had asked. He looked around, but the little devil had gone. Then he heard a voice hiss,
You'll find a key in the bag. It will open the door to that fine house over there. That and everything else you ask for shall be yours. But remember our bargain.
So Sergei took his bag of rubles, and with the key he let himself into the fine house the devil had given him. And from that day on, he kept his vow, and never washed, shaved, or changed his clothes. As time went by, Sergei grew more and more filthy. He no longer recognized himself as the smartly dressed soldier from the Tsar's army. For his hair was now all matted and snarled, and so was his beard, and his face was caked with dirt. He really did look a dreadful sight. But with the devil's help, he had grown richer than his wildest dreams. His whole house was filled with baskets of gold. At first he took great delight in the money, but after a while he found he could do little with it. He never went out, because he looked so awful and smelt so dreadful. He had no friends, so he just spent all day at home alone with his money. Finally, one day, as he was gazing at all his riches, he thought, this money is doing no good sitting here. I shall give some away to the poor. Perhaps it will help save my soul from damnation. So Sergei took a great basket of gold and carried it out of the house. Remembering how poor he had been, Sergei was very happy to help other needy people. And the news soon travelled that the unwashed old soldier who lived like a king was handing out gold coins every day outside his house. People came from miles around to queue for Sergei's gold. And so, for 14 years, Sergei lived like this. He kept his bargain with the devil and never washed, and in return he received everything he asked for. The little devil wasn't very happy about Sergei giving his gold away, but there was nothing he could do about it. Now it so happened that on the 15th year of Sergei's pact with the devil, the Tsar called for his treasurer to ask him for some money. The treasurer was very nervous, for he had to tell the Tsar that all his coffers were empty. The Tsar was greatly shocked. Was it possible that the most powerful of all men was penniless? What could he do? For he had not paid his army, and the soldiers were getting restive. So when the treasurer showed him that there was not 1 ruble left in the palace, the Tsar knew he had to do something fast. "What about that old soldier who gives his money away?" muttered the Tsar. "Go to him at once and ask him to come to the palace." The treasurer thought it was a capital idea, for he too had heard of the soldier's great generosity. So the treasurer made his way to Sergei's house, carrying with him a formal invitation to visit the Tsar at his summer palace. Sergei received the treasurer politely and took the letter. He was very curious to know what the Tsar could want with him. The treasurer's eyes nearly popped out of his head when he saw the vast hoard of gold that Sergei possessed. Never, in all his years in the Tsar's service, had he seen so much money. This smelly old soldier was a millionaire. Sergei could not restrain a chuckle when he read the invitation. He was cordially invited to attend. That was funny. For how many years had he marched up and down in front of the palace? But this was the first time he'd ever been invited in. Sergei was curious to know why the Tsar wanted to see him. Yes, he would go. But since he wasn't allowed to wash, the Tsar would just have to receive him as he was. The treasurer was beginning to feel a trifle ill, for the smell was quite overpowering. The Tsar was waiting impatiently for the old soldier's arrival, when in came the treasurer, very pleased with himself for having brought Sergei to the palace so quickly. Sergei walked slowly up to the Tsar and made a low bow. The Tsar rose to greet Sergei, but quickly backed away, for the smell was horrible. But remembering the money, he smiled and said, "Good soldier, I've heard so much of your charity. Alas, my coffers are empty and I cannot pay my army. Will you give me some gold? I will make you a general in return." "Thank you, your majesty," said Sergei, smiling, "but I have no wish to be a general. In reward for my gold, I would like to marry one of your daughters." The Tsar was shocked. One of his daughters to marry this disgusting fellow? But he needed the gold badly, so he said, "All right, But please have your portrait painted so I can show it to my daughters. If you like, I will ask the court artist to paint you. He's very short-sighted and has a good imagination. But Sergei did not want the court artist to paint him. Instead, Sergei had his portrait painted, showing him in his filthy state. The Tsar sighed when he saw the portrait, but he took it to his daughter's chamber. First, he showed it to his eldest daughter and asked, "Would you consider marrying this man, my dear?" But the princess would not dream of such a thing. "I'd prefer to marry the devil," she replied very coldly. Really, what was her father thinking of? At that moment, the little devil appeared behind her. With a wicked smile, he jotted down her name in his black book and then disappeared. The Tsar was disappointed, for he did so need the old soldier's gold. So he turned to his second daughter. "Would you marry him, my dear, for my sake?" "No," she replied. "I, too, would marry the devil first." And who should pop up at these words but the little devil? Again he jotted down the princess's name in his book, and then away he went. The Tsar was now getting very worried. He had one last chance. His youngest daughter. Perhaps she would agree. "I have a request, daughter," he said. "What is it, father?" she asked sweetly. "Would you please marry this man? It is very important," cried the Tsar. The princess looked at the portrait and sighed. Then she said, "Very well, father, if it is your wish. May God protect me." The Tsar was delighted. Now he would be able to have all the gold he needed. He did feel very sorry for his daughter, but what could he do? The princess just sighed a little sadly to herself and then went back to reading her book. So the treasurer was sent to the old soldier's house to tell him of the good news that the youngest daughter of the Tsar had consented to marry him, and would Sergei please honor the agreement by giving the Tsar the gold. When the treasurer entered Sergei's house and told him the good news, Sergei began to laugh. Really, it was very funny. He, who had once been the poorest soldier in the Tsar's army, was now going to save the Tsar from bankruptcy and marry his daughter. Yes, it was very funny, thought Sergei, as he lay there chuckling. The treasurer waited nervously, for he feared that the soldier had quite lost his reason. The news soon spread abroad that the old soldier was going to marry a princess, and people came to watch the Tsar's officers carrying away the many baskets of gold. The Tsar was waiting eagerly for the gold to arrive. He had given orders for the first baskets to be brought to him. And when the gold was brought in, the Tsar was truly delighted. Now, at last, he could pay his bills. He would give the army a bonus for being so patient, he decided. The day before the wedding, Sergei was looking at himself in the mirror. and thinking how ugly he looked, when the little devil appeared. "Oh, I am so pleased to see you," cried Sergei, "for our pact is up today. Please release me, for I am so tired of being dirty. I want to be presentable again." The little devil did not want to release Sergei, and he tried to tempt him to go on serving the devil. "No, I value my soul more than your gold," cried Sergei, as he bundled the devil out of the door. Now, the Prince of Devils was waiting by the lake for the little devil to arrive with Sergei's soul. So when he appeared alone and said, "He kept his bargain. I cannot take his soul," the prince was so angry with the little devil for not having tricked Sergei into losing and for wasting all his precious gold that he was just going to order that he should be drowned, when the little devil, thinking quickly, raised his arms. And who should appear but the two princesses?
Look, Grandfather, he cried. We may have lost one soul, but I have captured two more. Both of them said they'd rather marry the devil than the old soldier.
The prince was so delighted with the two juicy young souls that he forgave the little devil altogether. Poor Sergei, meanwhile, was beginning to fear that he would have to go to the wedding in his filthy state when the little devil appeared.
Since you cannot be tempted to serve the devil anymore, I will release you,
said the little devil. And he raised his cloak, and the old Sergei disappeared, and in his place stood a handsome young man. So the wedding took place. Sergei looked so handsome that the princess was very surprised and delighted. So was the Tsar, for although he quite liked the old Sergei, he didn't think he could have lived with that terrible smell forever. So with all the gold Sergei had given the Tsar, there were no more worries about not paying the army or anyone else. And the royal family lived on together very happily.
Clytus, I'm bored. What plaything can you offer me today?
An obscure body in the SK system, Your Majesty. The inhabitants refer to it as the planet Earth.
I like to play with things a while before annihilation.
Pathetic earthlings! Who can save you now?
Savior of the universe! Strange object imaged in the Imperial vortex.
Remove the Earth Woman. Prepare her for our pleasure.
Don't kill him yet, Father. I want him.
Go, Flash, go!
On a distant planet, a great kingdom was ravaged by beings who came from the future to conquer the universe. Now, the only survivors follow a doubtful seer and a throneless king.
They will hold her in the Black Fortress. You must have help.
Thieves, bandits, fighters and brawlers. Desperate men. Those are the kind of men I need. Well, you heard him. We are now an army.
At the end of an impossible journey, they must fight an invincible enemy.
Here's the knowledge you seek.
I shall be your king.
In the fortress, you will face more than the Slayers.
What is about to happen to them could never have happened on Earth. Columbia Pictures presents a world apart from anything you have seen before. Krull.
Congratulations, my ladies. You've never been braver or more brilliant.
Will we get our coaches?
Of course. But you must do as I've told you.
Will we get our thrones?
You will have everything. Now go back to your apartments and wait. Hero, stay back.
As I say, Master Secretary, this day, 2 months hence, my lady the bird, I say, nurse the child I want a breakfast for him. It's as simple as that. He is my son, isn't he?
You hungry, my little love?
The time chosen, Lordship, is when we should be celebrating the laureate.
The poet can wait.
Why is everybody so old?
The solstice.
The solstice.
The solstice can't! Neither, therefore, can the consecration of the moat.
Emma, my dear.
Clearly scheduled for that day by Rote and the moon.
Well, what's wrong with your sister?
It's a case of atmosphere, as far as I can judge at very short notice, Your Ladyship.
Smoke.
Flay, open the door. I think the matter is settled, Mr. Secretary.
As this gathering was sanctioned without recourse to me, I shall consider its conclusions to be nothing more than an aberration. Shall go unnoted, unrecorded, and unrepeated.
Door locked, Lordship.
Locked! Out for the door's locked!
Like a bird, my dear, flying high out of the smoke. Mrs. Slag, kindly convey his minute lordship to the door and hold his mouth to the keyhole.
Keyhole? I never heard of such a thing.
Where's my rook?
It's getting thicker. What are we going to do, Dr. Prue?
Is there another door, Lordship?
Locked for years. I don't know where it is.
Then could we breach the original? Battery and assault, that kind of thing.
Flay!
Oak, Lordship. 4-inch.
Take his young master to the door, as I told you.
Oh, we're going to be trapped by flames, Albert.
Dr. Prue!
Damn gathering! This is what you get for unprecedented breakfast!
Flame! My library!
Fire the keyhole!
My book!
Alfred! Emma, my humiliating sister, please sit down. Alfred will do the rest.
We're going to die!
Oh, sit down! Damn you! Lady Fuchsia, be so good as to see that Mrs. Slag keeps Titus by the door.
Squalor! Is that you?
It is, or rather Prune Squalor, which is, if I may say so, more strictly correct.
Quiet, man! Smash a window!
Yes, Your Ladyship.
Dr. Prue, over here, it's Mrs. Slag.
Your Ladyship, the baby, holding the keyhole. No, lie still. There's air beneath the door. Yes, lie still.
Yes, Doctor.
Flay! Mr. Flay, where is the largest window?
North wall. Can't reach it. No balcony.
Alfred!
Young Ladyship, give me the child. Give me the child. Now find your father and ask him to throw his cane at the window.
You, sir! Where's Master Chalk?
Down the bird! Find your father and tell him to smash the glass.
What did you say, Squalor? Come here!
My books! My books!
The doctor said your cane, Father! Mr. Flame! Dr. Prue, the secretary's on fire! He's burning!
Here, hold your son! Mr. Flame!
Leave him, Flame! No! Take your master's cane, throw it in the window!
My book!
Try it, man!
Not heavy enough, madam.
Paperweight on the table! Find it! Throw the paperweight!
Where? I can't find it!
Well, then climb the shelves to the window and smash it with your father's cane! Well, help her, Mr. Flay!
Pass the chalk! Pass the chalk!
Alfred, I'm your sister!
Keep steady, Emma! Just keep steady! Flay, hand her ladyship the cane. She can reach the window from there!
Oh, my God!
Get over me! My ball!
Hold your horses! I'm letting down the ladder!
Where's my bird? Where is he?
Wait!
Master Chalk! Where is he?
Here, take him. Take him out of here. Out of here. Hold him. Flay! Mrs. Slag! Good man, Flay. Good man. Come now, Mrs. Slag. First the left foot, then the right. Your young ladyship.
Thank you, Dr. Prue.
After you, your ladyship.
We shall speak, Squalor. You damn my bird.
Come, squirming sister behind it. Time to breathe the air. And you, sir, Mr. Secretary.
Lordship. My books. My book.
No, not you.
My book. My book.
My son? You said the boy.
My son. Where is my son?
You said bring the boy, Lordship, the rescuer. It's him!
I meant my son, not him. I said I want my son.
You'll see your son for this damned breakfast. Get out!
It was a great privilege to have
I
you, my lord.
said out! Stand there grimacing like a red-arsed baboon. Get out!
Thank you, Lordship.
Say the iron rule! No change!
Who was that?
Damned gatherings! Time chosen to celebrating the Lord. By the root, the way up the stone.
Would you care to take the air of the day, Lordship?
Damned library! Damned breakfast! None of this should have happened!
Doctor.
Lordship.
Who burned my books?
They will all look at us at the breakfast. Because we're of the original blood. And because we're perfect. Why don't you knock?
I beg pardon, your ladyships.
Where's our thrones? You said we'd have them when we're done the burning.
Every successful revolution has its own pace, your ladyships. Too slow, you rot. Too fast, you fail.
Slow, rot, fast. What?
Don't rush. Power must have secure foundations. Do you want your coaches? Your servants?
Our thrones.
Do you want them for a weekend? And then have to give them back?
We'll never give them back because we haven't got them.
Not yet. But you will. Why don't you listen to me? Haven't I helped you? Look how far you've come already. Don't you trust me? Do you want me to go away? I can. I can go anytime you want me to.
He told us to burn, didn't he? We can tell them what he said. We can say... Thrones!
I have no doubt which one you'll choose. It is unique in a whole history of thrones.
That one.
How right you are. I shall see the goldsmith in the morning.
I want mine soon. So do I.
Ladies, why insult me? Why insult yourselves? These are objects of art. They take time. What? Do you want to be considered laughing stocks? Sitting on great big yellow stools? If you want the best, you have to wait.
Wait? Did he say wait? I don't think we'll wait. I think we'll tell them what he said.
You will wait. And you will sit down and wait. And any more talk of burning and you will be hanged. Hanged. From your tree at the castle wall with the hangman's rope. I will see to it personally. Do you understand me? Good. Now you will have your thrones. They will be the finest ever made. All you have to do is listen to me. Now go to the breakfast as you have been invited as part of the family. Keep your mouths shut. Do you understand? You shall have it all. Gormenghast. All of it. All yours. Now, what do you say?
Thank you.
One by one. We shall stock another 3 tonight. This is where the poets will be. The philosophers over there, I think, Takes much thought to build a library. How many have we done so far?
7 shelves, Father.
Then 3 more, child, 3 more.
Yes, Father.
That's it, that's it.
Now we have space for the Sonian poets. Have you the books ready?
I've collected them here.
Who are you?
I'm your daughter.
I have a son. I know that. He is Titus. He will be Earl of Gormenghast when I'm dead.
He is my brother.
And so you are my daughter, are you? What's your name?
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia. I don't think I know Fuchsia. Do I? Do I know you, Fuchsia?
I suppose we don't know each other that well, but I should very much like to know you better.
Would you? Yes, I see. The books, then, Fuchsia.
Here are the poets you asked for. Shall I start putting them on the first long shelf for you?
The poets. Ah, yes, the poets. We should never have had the poets. They tell us, you see. Their pen is the pulse, Fuchsia. Their voice is the bell. Their words travel down and down and on and on into nothing and on into such nothing and nothing and nothing.
Father, the books? Father, please! I can't bear it! Please.
I think you've made a mistake. You are not my daughter. How could you be? Come here and I'll tell you. Come. I am not your father. You see, I live up there. You see, I am the death owl.
My little precious. Good night, Mr. Flea.
It won't be long before I go, little one. It's nearly my time. Feel your little sister. She's moving. Feel her. You'll learn from her things you'll never learn here. I promise you. I hate it here. They won't have me down outside, will they? I hate them too. She's better than all of them. And she's better than you too, though you'll never admit it. Sleep well, little boy. Dream of her.
What's time? What? That's his lordship's kitchen bell. It's not sunrise. It's not time for the breakfast. What do you want to go and ring his bell for in the middle of the night?
What? Breakfast? We haven't even done the quail's legs yet. What's he playing at? Oi! Slugs! Get up! Move! Lordship? Lordship? Lordship! 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 Lordship? Lordship.
Father? Father, stop doing that. Please listen. I love you.
No, don't fart. This is not for you. Back to Vile Kitchen.
Chef, have you set your traps?
Traps, sir?
Traps. Are you deaf? Are they full? Or have the cats got them?
Yeah, mice traps. No. The cats are out for the night.
What are you waiting for? Bring me a mouse. Twigs! Every kind! I intend to study the twig as one should. Study and build. A nest, you idiot.
Doctor, can you do something?
Yes, take this, Mr. Salter. Lordship? May I be of assistance? May I be of help, Doctor? I heard the bell.
Who are you?
It's Steerpike, Lordship. My assistant. Talk to him, boy. Get his attention.
I assist the doctor in his dispensary, sir. You may remember me from the library.
The library? My library!
Under the bed with him. Now, handle him carefully. Do not ruffle his feathers. A wing. Give me the wing. What? Arm! His arm, boy. That was quick work, Doctor. What chemical was that? I'm in no mood for the pharmaceutical, Master Steerpike. Mr. Flay, hot water. Wash and brush. Get him dressed for the breakfast.
Breakfast, sir?
Yes, and why not? Lordship is as Lordship does.
Will he be able to go?
We'll do our best, my little friend.
My dear chef, why do you look so blue?
I will prepare the breakfast as you say, Doctor. Soon, Mr. Flay.
Oh, Doctor. Why is everything going so wrong?
Nothing! Nothing! And you! Have you never seen a fork before? He goes here! Here! How can I be expected to lay the table for a feast that isn't in the damn book? Huh? And will the ass come? Having put us to all this, will the ass come? Thinks he's a bird. Woo, woo! You can button your lip, asswipe. Anything I say here is not for repetition with the likes of you. Do you understand? Damn breakfast!
My husband is now an owl, Master Chalk. I'd say it was an improvement.
Ladyship, he's in his lavender velvet, Ladyship.
So what?
Well, I've never done a breakfast, Ladyship. The Secretary Barkentine said lavender for his smallness.
So why are you asking me? Go away.
Yes, Ladyship.
Wait. I know this is difficult for you, but I want you to try and answer a simple question.
Ladyship?
Stop saying ladyship. I haven't asked you anything yet. Who is that youth, Spearkite? Where did you meet him?
Long ago, Ladyship.
You said where, not when.
With Lady Fuchsia, madam.
And where does he come from?
Well, where could he come from, Ladyship, madam? He must come from somewhere.
The same brilliant slag. And stop crying. Birds don't cry. Cats don't cry, so why should nannies? Go away. Spearkite. What do you think, Master Chalk?
Martley for the madman. You should put bells on it.
What do you want?
You, as a matter of fact. Doctor says, hurry up.
Me, Doctor? What for?
You Flay, Lordship, no trousers. Ooh, Flay can't make whole sentence. Never mind. Flay, ooh, good servant, if a bit simple.
You dare, boy!
Lick my neck. Me dirty. Too much fondling in the air. Out!
You throw my cat. You touch my cat. You are no more. You are ended. This castle ejects you.
You stay 1 week. 1 week. And another servant shall be found for the Earl. 1 week, and 1 week only, and then you go. Now, we have seen true madness, haven't we, my little ones? True, true madness.
Doctor! Where the hell is he?
I'm here, sir. secretary. You may begin.
Chef! Now!
The first breakfast, as unwarranted by tradition, creates a precedence. Then a precedence, once accepted, becomes tradition.
I can't bear it. I love him so much. I must be brave. There's no one else to look after him.
Accidental, or as in this case, caused by the unhealthy love of a father for his son.
Get on with it, you idiot. Cat thrower.
Remarkable phenomenon. What is it? Can it be defined?
Mother won't look after him.
Stones? Can it be part
Banished.
Of course not! Therefore, clearly, our precedent cannot be founded on love. Neither can it on the accidental or the irrational. We, therefore, of necessity, must seek our precedent as one founded in reason.
I can't keep giving him the pills. That damned owl will hoot again sooner or later.
The rock.
I must get a man, a man, a man, a man. What else is there?
Reason is the all and everything.
Soon, Mr. Flea.
Reason is developed thus. Point one, the child, Titus. Before us is young lord. Point two, young lord is heir to it, all and everything.
We want our
Point
thrones.
three, all and everything obviously includes breakfast.
We want our thrones.
Point four, breakfast is food. And finally, point five, food is produced by the peasants. So, simply put,
I want my daddy.
Is set and laid in the stones as follows.
Darkness.
On this day, at this time, every year as the years roll.
Darkness.
Daddy!
In honor of the heir's right to sustenance by the people.
My books
The peasants shall provide his lordship's breakfast.
I want my books.
Daddy!
I want
my daddy!
Oh.
Hold me, we can't.
Daddy!
Get him down!
I have a son.
No!
Where is my son?
Lordship! Mr. Flay! Mr. Flay!
Who has done this?
Fly home. Left wing.
Anything I can do, Doctor? No? Sure. Anything at all?
Is there any hope for him?
Hope? For his lordship? Hope? That is a concept of the highest order, ladyship. A hopeful concept. Hope.
Squalor, do we have any?
My sister hopes for a male, ladyship.
I beg.
My sister
I heard you the first time. Your sister? A man?
spends her days in the bath. Hope springs eternal, I believe, is the correct...
Squalor, get out. I want reports on his lordship every hour on the hour. Have I made myself clear?
Yes. As the great chime of the great...
Out.
Oh.
Something stinks, my dears. And it's not squalor.
Oh, little lordship. Oh, you poor old nanny. We mustn't let that little wet head get cold. Where's that girl? Where have you been, you naughty girl? You know very well it's the day for his little lordship's all over. What you doing?
It's time, Nanny. I've been waiting for you to get back.
You can't go. I'll tell her ladyship. Don't have enough on my plate.
Come here, little one.
You can't go back to them out there because they hate you. You're having a bastard.
Maybe I won't go there.
Where then?
I don't know. I wish I could take you with me. I love you, little one. You remember your tiny sister, won't you?
It's not his sister. Don't ever say that. Sister, indeed.
Don't matter what you say, Nanny, or me. He'll know.
I'll go. What'll I do?
Bye, Nanny. Bye, my little boy. Bye.
Don't go. You can't. Oh, my weak heart. Oh.
Tonight, my precious. Tonight, Mr. Flea.
What is it, Master Chalk?
For you, my little red and wet pretty one. Then I shall wipe you dry with silk.
Mr. Fly!
Kitchen scum! Lordship! Lordship!
They will take me in.
Lordship.
your service. Delicious. Come away. Good night, manservant. Flee. Wait, my precious. You shall be clean and silvery before you eat. And now, for dinner. Now, my pretty one, we have
There is much to be done, Flay. They will enjoy him.
Lordship?
Heave, Mr. Flay. Heave. This is my hour, you see. Heave, Mr. Flay. Heave. This is my time.
Lord?
Go now. Goodbye, my dear Mr. Flay.
Oh, no, Lordship, no! Gormenghast.
Goodbye, Mr. Flay.
Anything?
No, sir, come on, let's be having you. You, third stairs, take the dog.
Yes, sir. Is the East Wing completed?
The East Wing has 638 rooms on the first floor, 503 on the second, and 700 on the third.
Captain Rotcock!
Not counting auxiliary buildings, extensions, follies, anterooms, closets, attics, basements, untrod passages, unknown regions, darkness and rot.
And have you found him?
Not a lord grown in any of them, Master Sneerbite.
Steerpike. And don't get on the wrong side of me, rotgut, or I'll see you scrub stone on the jailhouse floor. Look, and look again. His lordship will be found.
Captain Rotgood! Call off the dogs. Come with me, snake shite!
You regret that?
Not found him.
9 days.
Not found him.
Search 9 days. 75 earls in the history of time. Not one has ever gone missing. They die, abdicate, go mad, take up arms, kill each other, eat their children, mutilate themselves, split, shrink, decompose, but never, never disappear. An earl is the mast, he is the path, the marrow in the bone. Without him, we're hollow.
I am aware of the traditions and history of this castle. The chef, Swelter, have you found him?
Chef? The chef cooks. What is there to cook if the master is not there to eat? Chef, he comes, he goes, is nothing. Lordship is all.
Secretary Barkentine.
No, your lordship. Greatest respect. I'm secretary to us. Responsible to it all. 9 days. 9 days, no ceremony, no obeisance, no authority, no daily rite and passage, no heart pumping the blood of rule. We are disrupted. His lordship is gone. Long live his lordship.
What did you say?
Long live his lordship.
Titus.
Exactly.
Titus is barely a year old.
Long may he live. We shall prepare the earling.
Barkentine.
Next Thursday, the longest day. It is propitious.
You may go.
An earling, your ladyship. There is much to be done.
Lord Groan.
It's gone. History. There is no alternative to what I say.
Then you must do it, Mr. Secretary. Now go.
Open them up, you bastard! What is this?
That is the book of the law, sir.
What is law?
That which always has been, sir.
That which always has been. Good, good, good. What else?
It is destiny, sir.
Law is destiny. And obedience is tradition. Don't forget that. That is the all and everything. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. You're an obsequious ass. There is work to be done. Too much work. Who is your master?
None, sir. I try to make myself useful here and there.
Oh, don't try and rook me. Sneer sight, I see through you. Bones and brain. Your master is the doctor. No doubt he'll be pleased to be rid of you. No more here and there for you. Here, by me, you understand? I'm now your master. You may be useful. We have an earling. Rafts to be built. It's all here. Come on, come on. Read it. Study.
How much will I be paid, sir?
What? Rat! Your keep. And the honor of studying time itself. The runes of Gormenghast. Are you ready?
I have never been more so, sir.
Then start. The earling. Read!
You did ask me. Erling.
And Erling, our brother's dead. Our brother's gone. So why give the power to a baby? It's ours. So why should we wait? Mr. Steerpike. Mr. Steerpike? We must see about Mr. Steerpike, mustn't we? He told us to do it, didn't he? He told us to burn, didn't he? So we can tell them what he said, can't we? Of course we can.
Oh, look at you, me lovely smallness. No father, not that I'd call him a father to look after you. No fat chef to cook for you. No Mr. Flay. Still, we can do without that long string of black bone, can't we?
No, we can't.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to your little brother.
I don't care who you were talking to. We can't do without Mr. Flay. We can't do without my father either. I don't care how wonderful Titus is. He's just a baby.
The top. And by the top, I mean the very last cubic inch of the morning to you, my dears.
Are we enjoying this delicious breeze?
Dr. Prue, I'm so glad you've come.
I'm delighted to see you, my dear. And Mrs. Slag? At peace, I hope. Carnally speaking, that is.
I ebb and I flow.
And what is it that ebbs and what that flows, my dear little woman? Is it your heart that's tidal, or your nerves, or your liver? Bless you.
Doctor, can I talk to you?
Yes.
And please don't use any long words. I have some terrible worries.
My dear ladyship, always a shoulder, or an ear, or indeed any part of my anatomy at your disposal.
Oh, Alfred, the ladyship.
Oh, to hell with the old trouts. Breastless as wallpaper. My last post-mortem had more life in it. Ladyships!
We've seen someone.
Are you referring to me, ladyships?
Don't be stupid. We're talking to you, aren't we? There.
Ah, raft makers preparing for the Erling. Only 4 days now, young lordship.
What was that? I had a splash.
I'm not surprised, my butterfly.
Alfred, why are you so tiresome? Why are you not surprised?
Because that is exactly what it is, my peahen. An authentic, undiluted splash. And made by our ex-dispenser, now assistant to Barkentine. If these eyes can recognize a certain naked appendage as one attached to a certain seer pike.
We are the only ladies present, aren't we? What about it? We'll go down to the water's edge and unbend to him. Will it hurt? Oh, why are you so ignorant?
I only just saw you, Lady Fuchsia. How is your health, Miss Irma? Watch yourselves, ladies. You'll get wet. Ladies? You do me too much honor. Ladies?
We're unbending to you, Mr. Steerpike, because there's so much that you told us to do, and so much that we could say, Mr. Steerpike.
Be quiet, you idiots. Sit down at once. Now go back to your apartments. Any more talk of fire, and it'll be the hangman for you. Hangman. Do you understand? Now go. Beats me, Doctor!
You beat me to the very pap, dear boy. Have a heart and swim away. You're so tired at the sight of your abdomen.
Forgive its magnetism. Good day to you, Lady Fuchsia.
You will be careful of him, won't you, my dear young ladyship?
Of course, Dr. Prue.
Ah!
throats are white and long for strangling. Sisters of a brother sent mad by burning. You shall hang. You shall hang!
Idiots! Push off!
So, the tiniest thing in the world is an earl today. Someday, they're gonna come and take him away from me.
They didn't take me, did they?
But they don't take silly girls, do they?
Well, they should, shouldn't they?
Come on, come on! It'll be winter before we're done! March to the west! And hide your damn selves! Under the damn water! Under the damn water! The day has come, young lordship. The castle awaits your sovereignty. From horizon to horizon, all is yours. For God's sake, pick it up! Pick it up, one of you! Give the little rusty stone back and the ivy!
I'll do it.
Stay where you are, be a spot! Come back here, you idiot! Come back, you idiot! He's behaving his damn self. Oh. In view of all, I, warden of the immemorial right, do proclaim you to be the only legitimate lord between earth and sky.
Oh, my wee God.
Titus grown, the 77th Earl of Gormenghast.
Oh.
Titus.
Titus.
Titus! 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 Titus!
How nice to be born grown.
Ghosts.
Hello, Ghostbusters.
They're real.
You do? You have?
They're here. Ghostbusters.
Hey, anybody see a ghost?
They catch the ghost that won't stay dead. They're armed. They're dangerous.
Try to imagine all life as you know it stopping instantaneously and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light.
All right, that's bad. Okay. All right, important safety tip. Thanks, Egon.
They're professionals.
Oh, I'm the chairman of the largest paranormal removal company in America.
You see it?
They're all that stands between you and the end of the world.
The city is headed for a disaster of biblical proportion. Real wrath of God type stuff. Exactly. Fire and brimstone coming down from the sky. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Your girlfriend lives in the corner penthouse of Spook Central.
You want this body?
Is this a trick question?
Got your stick?
Hold! Beat him up! Smoke it! Make him hard! Ready!
Ghostbusters. Starring Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, Harold Ramis, Rick Moranis. Coming to save the world. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
We came, we saw, we kicked it.
You know who to call when you have ghosts.
But who do you call when you have monsters?
We're the Monster Squad. What's a squad? It's like Miami Vice, I think.
They're young and inexperienced.
Naughty virgin.
They're a bit disorganized.
Monsters are not real.
We don't know that, sir.
2,000-year-old dead guys do not get up and walk away by themselves.
But when strange things start happening in town...
There's a monster in my closet.
Ooh, look at that big, scary monster!
What's happening? You wait to kill a werewolf.
Silver bullet?
They're the only ones ready to do battle.
Something's out there that's killing people. And if it's monsters, nobody's gonna do a thing about it but us.
Soon the creatures of the night shall rule the world.
Real monsters? Us? Midnight. In the world, remember? Maybe we can be like Mask Squad instead, you know. 2 mask bombs.
We got 1035. Stick back up. Hurry up!
Or Nature Squad. The book is right. Don't you see it's all true?
By midnight,
You guys!
they won't seem so young anymore. The Monster Squad.
Wolfman's gone mad.
Stand the thought of people peering, whispering, pointing at me.
Oh, we live in the forest. Animals don't point and whisper.
But it's a dream, Merlin.
I want to make it real.
I found a peace here, in prayer and meditation. It is a peace that I've never known before. Understanding.
And to be honest, Nimue, it passes my understanding too. Why do you shut yourself away here?
To be nearer my God.
The nearer you are to him, the further you are from me. You take off that veil. Where was I? Oh, yes, yes. Arthur had just been born. I fostered him with Sir Hector.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now, by others...
I was his tutor. I didn't teach him magic. I taught him ethics and morals.
Living creatures.
Which is much more difficult, believe me. His real father, King Uther, went mad.
Kill the prisoners!
and killed himself. And that brings us up to date, I think. Arthur grew up to be a fine young man. Perhaps, as usual, I expected too much of him, but he was the vessel of all my hopes.
Arthur, don't charge around like that. The horses don't like it. And don't get off. We're leaving right away.
Merlin, have you heard the news?
Rupert.
King Uther's dead. Didn't you hear what I said? The king's dead.
I know.
No. How could you know out here in the woods?
Little bird told me.
Where are we going?
To make you king.
Merlin! Tell me, how can I be king?
Because you were born to it.
I've no royal blood in me. Merlin!
Stand aside! This is a job for a man.
Little windbag back again.
He's not careful. He'll do himself an injury.
Arthur kept asking me, but I wasn't ready. The truth about his father, the death of Cornwall, my part in the whole squalid plot. No wonder I found it hard to tell him. Besides, I was distracted.
I did nothing.
He wasn't talking to you.
What was that?
That was a message from an old friend. Arthur wanted me to explain.
Will you tell me?
He couldn't know that explaining everything settles nothing.
Yes, it's time.
I hoped he'd understand my part in it.
Arthur, you should know that Sir Hector isn't your real father. Your father was King Uther, and you are the true heir to the throne.
It turned out better than I'd hoped.
If I am Uther's only son, I want what's mine. I want to be king.
When you are king, what then?
Well,
Whoa.
What? What is it now?
He has the right way. You were saying, if you were king.
I'd do all the things that you taught me. I'd build a golden city. devoted to peace and charity.
What the world needs is justice and compassion more than charity. Still, Camelot sounds like a dream worthy of a king. Come on, Rupert.
Camelot. Camelot.
Come on, Arthur. All the knights in Britain have tried to take it, but it is the sword of the true king. It is yours, Arthur.
Merlin, it seemed you were here only a moment ago.
My lord, this man claims Excalibur.
Who is it?
Arthur, only son of Uther and rightful king of Britain.
Why give him the sword? He will betray the people just as his father did.
I don't know what I'll do, or what I'll become. Only what I am.
A wise answer.
I had a wise teacher.
He will destroy the old ways. You will be forgotten, just like the rest of us.
That is your fear, not mine. I cannot die. I am the Rock of Ages. I will live forever on the edge of dreams.
Take it now, Arthur. Now, Arthur!
The sword is yours.
Excalibur! Excalibur!
Look at him, Merlin. His reign begins in blood. It will end the same way.
No, Mab, you're wrong. Arthur will heal the land.
He has the sword! He has Excalibur!
Don't you ever tidy up, Frick.
Oh, I try, Your Majesty, but I'm terribly overworked. And I can't use imps, gnomes, or fairies. They're utterly useless with anything practical. I mean, I have so much to do.
And you'll have more. I've totally given up on Merlin. I thought, perhaps, despite everything, he might come round in the end.
Well, I mean, he's a stubborn creature, isn't he?
I wanted him to, so I fooled myself.
I've never known you to do that before. Over anyone.
Oh! Enough! Arthur's cursed. I want everyone to know in good time. And that will be your job, Frick.
Uther was my cousin. I claim the throne by right.
You did not pull the sword, Excalibur, from the rock!
Nobody did.
You all failed. My father is king by right of blood.
Closer to Uther than you! His sister was Uther's niece. I pledged my army to Lord Leo. Listen to us.
Nobody's gonna follow bearded blood. Nobody.
That's better, isn't it, my lords? Now you can listen instead of fighting. It should be a novel experience for most of you. Uther had a son. I give you Arthur, true king of Britain.
Uther had no son.
Everyone knows that.
He did. Uther did have a son. When Uther conquered Tintagel, he took the Lady Igraine. A son was born. It's true. I was there.
Arthur? Is Uther's son?
If he is, let him draw Excalibur from the stone.
I already have.
Well, prove it. Prove that it is Excalibur.
Do have Excalibur. You are Uther's son. I acknowledge you, my liege lord and king.
And so do I. He has the sword. Accept him, Lot.
Never! I'll not bend my knee to a boy, nor will my son.
I can speak for myself, father. He has Excalibur. He is the king.
Gawain, don't go against your own father!
If the cause is just...
And if it's not, and you're wrong...
then you'll have to kill me in battle. I'm the king's man, father.
So be it.
My lords, hard as it may be for you, think for a moment. We have seen too many wars.
My mind's made up.
Hello, Morgan. My, you've grown.
Who are you?
Don't you remember me? I used to visit you when you were very young. Ah.
I remember you. I thought you were a dream.
I'm real.
You lied to me. You told me you'd make me beautiful, but you never did.
I told you I'd make you beautiful, did I? Then I will. But first it's time to put away childish things. Why so sad? It's just a toy. Look at yourself.
I'm beautiful.
Very, very beautiful. I think clothes cut in the Roman style are the only gowns for a lady of fashion.
Oh, it's wonderful. Now, get me the throne.
That's beyond my powers.
But I'll tell you from personal experience that elves are so short that when it rains, they're the last to know. Because of their size.
Stop enjoying yourself and get on with it.
I've been thinking, Morgan, that there might be a way of giving you what you want. Your son could be king.
Well, how? If Arthur defeats Lord Lot, he'll be king, and I can't marry him.
You don't have to marry him to have his son.
We have the same mother.
And underneath this charming and devilishly handsome exterior, I'm a crabby old gnome. Does it matter?
Not a bit. You don't have to seduce me to win me over. Like everyone else. I want the crown.
I like you more than that. You're a truthful young woman.
And I like you. Whoever you are.
Stand aside! The armies are almost ready, sir. It's going to be a bloody fight.
Wait for my signal.
He'll be killed. Merlin! What the devil does he think he's doing?
There is no reason why men should die today, my lord. The quarrel is between us.
It is.
This is Excalibur, the sword of the true king. If you believe you have a right to it, take it. And kill me.
Forgive me, Arthur. I can feel it. The sword is yours. You are the true king. The war is over! True king, by blood and right!
Here! In this circle, let us give thanks to our Savior for this deliverance, and let this circle be a symbol of our purpose. Each man in it is equal to the other. Each has a voice, and each will strive to fight for truth and honor. Let us pray.
I thought I'd finally achieved one of my dreams. At last, there was a good king on the throne.
Your Majesty, may I present Lady Marie, Queen of the Boracels, who comes to pay you homage.
You are most welcome, my lady.
Thank you.
Yeah, just put that over.
And what have you brought? What is this?
These are jewels and silks.
Lady, we are overwhelmed by your gifts.
Perhaps
I and my servants can join you for the night. We've had a long, tiring journey. And we'd like to rest before we return home.
Of course. We can spend some time together. You can tell me about your people.
It will be my pleasure, Your Majesty.
Showing me, Mab. What have you done? I rode fast that day. But I knew I was already too late to stop something that could finish us all. Out, my lords! Out! And close the door behind you.
Merlin, what's the matter?
Tell me the truth, Arthur. 2 nights ago, you slept with a woman.
Yes. If you must know, I did. Though I don't see why I need to tell you about it.
That was Morgan Le Fay. Her mother was the Lady Igraine. Your mother!
Didn't know. I swear, I didn't know.
There will be a child. Mab will see to that. He'll be the future, and he'll destroy us.
There are no mirrors in Avalon.
You see how I can change you?
You've changed me already. You scarred me.
I know. So unfair.
Unfair? That was evil.
With evil all around me, I can do nothing but evil to survive.
Oh, that's too easy. You can fight it like Merlin.
It's because of Merlin that all this came about.
That's not true. Why are you here, Mab?
To make you an offer. I will restore your beauty if you take Merlin to a place that I have created for you. You can live with him there to the end of your days.
And be happy.
And be happy.
He has a destiny. It would keep him from his purpose.
It would keep him from wasting his life.
He believes that fighting for what is right isn't a waste. I wouldn't do that to him. I love him.
I love him.
You hate him.
I hate him too. So what's your answer?
No.
I'm sorry. If you change your mind, just call my name out loud.
I couldn't stay away for long. Arthur was more to me than just a king. And I was curious to see what was going on.
Merlin! It's good to see you, old friend.
What's all this, Arthur?
A promise made flesh. I'm building the city of Camelot. It's a new beginning. I made a mistake that night with Morgan. But I can't believe that I'll be condemned for all eternity for one mistake.
Well, not by me. I'll never condemn you, Arthur.
I'm to marry Lord Leo's daughter.
Ah, do you love her?
She'll make a splendid queen and be a good wife. We hope to get married here at Camelot. It doesn't matter if it's not finished. Will you be there with me?
I'd be honored. What's her name, your bride?
Guinevere.
I was going to Tintagel Castle. Perhaps Arthur wouldn't have been so eager to leave on his quest for the Holy Grail if he'd known what a terrible enemy he would leave behind in Morgan Le Fay.
Merlin is here to see you, my lady.
Send him in. You hear that, Mordred? There's a wizard come to see us. Won't this be fun?
My Lady Morgan, do you know why I'm here?
Say hello to my son, Mordred.
Master Mordred.
That was rude, Mordred. You can do anything you like, but you must never be wooed. Wooed is being weak. You were saying, Merlin?
Do you know why I'm here?
It's to do with my son. Hasn't he grown?
Yes, he has, and rather more than is natural, I have to say.
Of course. It's magic.
Morgan, I beg you, for the sake of the country, you must not teach him the old ways.
Oh, this country means nothing to me. A bastard sits on the throne that should be mine. A bastard begot in blood when his father, Uther, seduced my mother and killed my father.
It's the future I'm thinking of, Morgan.
Oh, you would think of the future, Merlin. Because the past is too painful. You chose Uther to be king. You helped him seduce my mother. And destroyed me. In the end, you begot Mordred. Just as surely as Queen Mab and Arthur.
I know that, but I can live with it.
Just as you'd have to live with the fact that Mordred will be king.
No, that can never be.
Mordred! Merlin's a guest. Don't be naughty. He just wants attention. You'll get all you want when you're king. And you will be Merlin. He's Arthur's son.
What about the old ways, Morgan?
Oh, you're in no position to lecture me on what I can or can't do. Besides, the old ways have been good to me. They've given me a son and made me beautiful.
Poor Morgan. It's only an illusion.
Beauty is always only an illusion, Merlin. Didn't you know that?
We thought we'd come in the traditional way, through the door.
It's traditional to open it first.
Mordred, look who's here! Your Auntie Mab and Uncle Fudge.
It's been ages, Master Merlin. Do you ever think of the old school where I tried to teach you the fundamentals of magic? He could have been my star pupil, Morgan, but he proved...
Disappointing. But you won't, will you, Mordred?
Isn't he handsome?
Handsome is as handsome does. What does that mean? I've never really understood the phrase.
Toys, Mordred. Well, Auntie always brings you lots of lovely toys.
You see, Merlin, you took my family away from me. Now I have a new one.
It won't last, Morgan.
Nothing does.
Can't you see it? Feel it? I'm winning, Merlin. I have the precious gift of patience. It'll be years before Mordred can claim the throne, but I can wait. Time means nothing to me. You'll be the death of Arthur and the end of all poor Merlin's dreams. Won't you, my sweetie? Oh, look! The big bad wizard can't do a thing.
Merlin, you're troubled again.
Still the same cry for help, lady. Your sister Mab grows more powerful.
And I grew weaker.
What can I do? I have to find a man to guard the throne while Arthur goes questing for the Holy Grail. The temptation will be to seize the crown when he's gone.
You need a man pure in heart.
Tried to find him before, he doesn't exist.
The answer is at Joyous Gard. My ship will take you.
It was like a dream of a dream. The skies parted and I saw the dream come alive before my eyes. Then, one day they'll describe me, Arthur, Guinevere, and Camelot as a dream.
Who are you?
I'm Merlin, the wizard.
There aren't any wizards left.
I'm the last of them. And who are you?
Galahad. My mother is the Lady Elaine, and my father is Sir Lancelot.
I've come here to find a man to defend King Arthur in his kingdom. But he must be a good man, pure in heart.
You found him.
It was all too easy.
Are you sure this is what you want?
It's not what I want. It's what you want. I can't hold you back. It's your chance for one last great adventure.
I should have known.
Galahad, protect your mother while I'm away.
My lords, ladies, knights of the realm. I shall leave soon on a God-given quest for the Holy Grail. Now I seek a champion to protect our country and the honor of our fair queen while I'm gone.
I claim that honor, sire.
Oh, Gawain, I hope that you don't win. You know I need you to come with me.
Should have let me compete in the tourney, sire.
You're too old, Sir Boris.
Of course he's too old, but I'm not.
Your Majesty, I wish to vouch for Sir Lancelot of the Lake. He wants to enter the jousts.
So be it, Merlin.
He's very handsome, isn't he?
Yes.
What did you say, my lady?
Nothing.
Your Majesty, I offer you my sword and my life.
It is an honor, brave knight. As champion, Lancelot shall...
How is he?
Fair to middling, considering we haven't taken the lance out yet.
And why not?
There is a dispute, a scholarly dispute, as to whether we take it out con or contrawise, which means to the mere layman turning and pulling it to the left or to the right.
Contra.
Is there anything I can do for you, Sir Lancelot?
Hold my hand, lady.
No turn and pull conwise. The planets of Venus and Uranus will be the dominant influences.
Your physicians, instead of arguing about it, do it.
Do it? We must talk about it first.
Indeed. These are weighty matters fit only for experts.
Trust us. If we treat a knight for a broken arm, that is what he'll die of.
That's enough. Enough! Lancelot, are you ready, Sir Knight?
Do it, Gawain.
Goodbye, Merlin. Goodbye, Arthur. Come back to us. They left to chase dreams, shadows. But if I told them, they wouldn't have listened. And so the years rolled on, one year merging into another, and another.
If you 5 gentlemen don't stop trembling, I might miss and kill you all.
Less than perfect.
That's enough, Mordred.
You mustn't get carried away, my sweet. It shows lack of control.
Why fire at Auntie Mab and Uncle Frick?
I do hope that the boy is just having fun and it's nothing personal.
Of course it's not personal. He likes you.
I often wonder what he would do if he didn't like me.
Stop fussing, Mother. Auntie Mab understands, don't you, Auntie Mab?
Oh, of course I understand. You were testing yourself. Now come and sit by me. You know you're my favorite, Mordred, but you have to channel your aggression.
Against Arthur?
Yes, always Arthur and Merlin. You're looking pale, Mordred. You're not eating enough.
I already have the strength of 10 men.
Listen to your aunt. And please do something about your hair.
Very well, Mother.
There's a good boy.
The work is going much too slowly.
But you keep on changing your mind, Sir Lancelot. First this, then that. I'm doing my best, sire.
Well, you've got to do better than that.
How can I do better than my best?
You're all alone, my lady?
Merlin is my faithful shadow.
That's right and proper.
Why not you? You're my champion.
Because when I'm near you, I can't control my heart.
You're near me now.
It's dangerous.
My lady?
Yes.
My lady?
Perhaps we should be grateful for my shadow. What's wrong, Merlin?
The walls are whispering, Guinevere. Can't you hear them?
No. What do they say?
That you're too friendly with Sir Lancelot.
Do you believe such whispers, Merlin?
No, but I've seen how you two look at each other.
I don't care what others think. I'm the queen.
That is why you must take special care. I can't protect you in this matter.
You look beautiful.
I should jump. Throw myself on the battlement.
Then I'll jump too.
Lancelot wouldn't.
Auntie, you're looking extraordinarily pleased with yourself. What have you done? Is it terrible? Do tell. I'm sure it's perfect.
I've made sure Elaine knows that Lancelot and Guinevere are lovers.
How absolutely delicious.
Isn't that rather unworthy of us?
Unworthy? Well, what does that mean, Mother?
Oh, I've forgotten. What does it mean?
Yes, it is unworthy. But I don't like to be told, Frick.
Frick! Frick!
I warned you. You didn't listen. What's happened? Elaine. How did she die?
She died of a broken heart. Because of you.
I'm sorry.
I judged them too harshly. The blame was mine, too. I picked Lancelot, after all. I wish I'd told them that. It might have made it easier.
Oh, great news! Great news, Nimue! Arthur's coming home.
Oh, thank God. Did he find the Holy Grail?
No, but what of it? He's coming home. Holy Grail or no Holy Grail, he should never have left.
Merlin is free. He can start living his own life again.
Yes, and it should be with you, my child. Your true vocation is Merlin. God doesn't want you when you love another. I shouldn't really say this in these hallowed walls. Faith is supreme, of course, but love is even better.
Careful, my dear. These steps are very slippery.
Where are we going?
To my land, the land of magic.
Can I create monsters?
No, if you wish.
You're so good to me, Auntie.
It won't all be fun and games. Arthur's coming back.
Ah.
There'll be things I have to teach you.
Is Mother coming?
No, we don't need her anymore.
Mab, where are you taking my son?
It's time.
Without a word? Without to buy your leave?
I have to make him ready.
You're not taking him. He's my son.
He's mine.
I gave him love. You gave him toys.
I gave him life.
I'm never letting him go.
That was very clever, Auntie.
My love. My love.
Frick, my love. Am I so beautiful?
Beyond words, my love. Am I?
Oh, yes. Beyond words.
You killed her!
Perhaps she just slipped. In any case, what does it matter? You're holding us up, Frick.
We have a lot to do.
Mab, you evil old crone! May God have mercy on your soul! He obviously didn't have any on the rest of you!
Why is everybody suddenly against me? Frick. I'm leaving you with your misery and pain, but with no more magic powers. Now you will wander through the world, ugly and alone, just as if you are human.
Goodbye, Frick. I'll miss you. No, I won't. Why didn't you kill him, Auntie Mab?
Because that's what he wanted me to do.
Camelot. It's built. Lancelot has kept his word.
We have to ride in with our banners held high, sire.
You're right, Gawain. Raise your banners and your hearts, men! We're home! Where is everyone?
Something's wrong, sire.
Expect this kind of up-and-coming. What's wrong here? Where's Merlin? Where's Lancelot?
I'll tell you.
Who the devil are you?
Elegantly put. Who the devil? Yes, indeed. Who the devil? Well, don't you recognize me?
No. Should I?
Oh. I'm hurt. Here, in my heart. Not usually my most vulnerable spot. I recognize you, Father.
Father? I'm your long-lost son, Mordred.
No, how is that possible?
Morgan Le Fay is your mother.
Not is, Father. Was. She passed over into a better world. She sleeps alone at last. A great loss. One day she was laughing, smiling. The next, gone. Like a summer's breeze. In the midst of life, etc., and so on and so forth. It's why I'm here.
I don't understand.
To protect your interests, Father. You see, your interests are my interests. Whilst you were away on this great spiritual quest to cleanse your soul, how should I put it? You were being betrayed.
Mordred! That's enough.
It isn't. Well, come, Merlin, let's speak the truth at last. Father...
This isn't the time.
Father, Lancelot betrayed you with the Queen. What? Or should it be the Queen betrayed you with Lancelot? No matter. No point being pedantic. You were betrayed.
Guinevere?
This isn't the place to discuss this matter.
Oh, I think it's the perfect place.
Is it true?
Father, you are just returned. We must talk calmly.
Guinevere, is it true?
Yes, it's true.
Mordred, you have no right to be here.
I have every right to be here. We all have. This isn't a private matter. It concerns us all.
How could you do that to me? Didn't you think of me at all?
You left me alone for years. Did you not think of me? What of my honor finding out my husband had had a child by a woman named Morgan Le Fay?
Good one. Oh, come, Father. This is becoming distressingly personal. Well, you're forgetting it's a matter of state.
Matter of state?
We are talking treason here, aren't we? My lords?
I don't see it as treason. She betrayed me. And only me.
That's enough. No, sire. Mordred is right. You are the king. That makes her adultery treason.
But then we must condemn her to death.
I really think we should do that.
It's the law.
It's harsh.
It's meant to be.
My lords, this is a time when we should temper justice with mercy. After all, your religion proclaims it. Let he who is not guilty of sin cast the first stone. Now, I know I have been guilty in my time, and I suspect that you have been too.
I must confess, I have sinned a little.
So, we make excuses for her because she's a queen.
Because she is human.
No, because she is Arthur's wife. Are we going back to one law for the rulers and one for the ruled? Is that the way it is? Arthur? I thought Camelot was to be different.
It is.
Then show the world you mean it.
Merlin, what should I do?
In the end, you must uphold the law.
Indeed.
Guinevere will be tried for treason.
A splendid decision. Both fair and just, eh, Father? Now, let's drink and enjoy ourselves.
I want you out of Camelot.
But, Father, I've only just arrived. I thought we could reminisce about old times and play happy family.
Stop him talking!
You can't mean that, Father. I'm your beloved son, the Crown Prince, your one and only heir.
I want you out of my sight.
Embrace me, Father.
Never.
Or I'll take what's rightfully mine.
God, seize him! Take him away.
Don't get up. I know my way out. I'm sorry, Father, but I'm going to destroy you. And this time your pet wizard won't save you.
Mab.
I'm here, Nimue.
You made me a promise years ago. Will you keep it?
Yes. But what made you change your mind?
Well, the king is coming home. Merlin is free to be with me. I discovered all I want is Merlin.
Will you agree to live with him in a place that I choose?
If you make me whole again.
I have to warn you, Nimue, that if you go to this place, you can never leave it.
Will he come to me there?
Yes, he will.
Then do it, Mab.
Mine, not hers.
Wait!
Lancelot always left everything to the last moment. And then my memory of Lancelot is that he never got anything right.
Thank God.
And so Lancelot and Guinevere rode out of my story and into legend.
What's the meaning of this?
You tricked us, Father. You pretended to condemn the Queen to the stake, then you had her rescued by your damned wizard. You hadn't even the courage to set her free yourself.
That's true. I should have done it.
One law for you and another for the rest of us.
We can't live like that!
Do you hear? They can't live like that. I call upon all true-born Britons to rally to freedom's flag! Depose them! You caught me by surprise, Father.
I know how that is.
Nobles, the time for talking is over. Those who value right and justice follow me.
Who's there? Father Abbot.
I rode all night to get here. Nimue is gone.
She's gone?
Yeah, but she left you a message that she'll be waiting for you at the door of magic.
You're a liar.
Merlin, how can you say such a thing?
You're a liar!
I'm glad to see you haven't lost all the skills I taught you.
I've lost none of them, and it was Frick who taught me.
Don't mention that ingrate. He's left my employment without a reference. Anyway, Nimue has gone, and she does want you to join her when you're ready.
Merlin, my noblemen don't want you with us against Mordred. They say that if you come, then they won't follow me. What will you do now?
Close my books, break my wand, and retire. I have a life to live and a chance to live it.
Nimue?
I'm going to meet her now. Will you be able to deal with Mordred?
It's just one more battle, and right is on our side.
I'm proud of you, Arthur.
Don't worry about me, Merlin. I've still got Excalibur.
Hello.
Nimue! Nimue!
Merlin, I am here. Look where we are.
This is all map.
Forget her. We've wasted so much of our lives together already. Now it's our turn. Isn't it what you always wanted?
Pleasant surprise.
Stop talking, Mordred, and fight.
I thought you might enjoy a little light conversation before you die. But, as you wish.
Mordred!
Father! Clever boy!
Father!
So, Mordred.
Hello. Father.
It's time to end it all.
Well, we agree on that at least. You know, Father, if you'd lived, I don't think we'd have been very happy as a family.
What is it, Merlin?
heard a scream.
I didn't hear anything.
It's the sound of battle. Arthur and Mordred.
No. It's nothing to do with us.
No.
I'm sorry, Mordred.
Tut, Father. Another sin. You'd kill your own son.
Arthur is dying. I must go to him. I'll be back very soon.
I'll be waiting for you. Always.
Very soon, I swear.
Why didn't you tell me? Look away!
I knew I would never see her again.
I cannot save you. Don't die, Mordred.
Die, dear Auntie Mab. That's the last thing I shall do.
My old friend. I knew you would come.
How goes the day, Arthur?
I've seen better. Merlin, take the sword to the lake. No one must have it. Go, Merlin. Now.
Rest easy, son. You were the right man to hold Excalibur. back, lady! You lied to me!
I didn't lie to you, Merlin. I told you the answer was at Joyous Guard.
That's where I found Lancelot. It wasn't Lancelot, was it?
It was the boy, Galahad. It's human to make mistakes, Merlin. And part of you is human. The best part. Goodbye, Merlin. My sister Mab was right about one thing. When we're forgotten, we cease to exist.
What are you doing here, Frick?
Betraying my principles, I'm afraid. Indeed, I've always believed that it was better to be a coward for a second than dead for a lifetime. And yet, here I am fighting. Fighting on the side of right, which is worse.
And Mab?
As a matter of fact, I gave in my notice. If you're going after her, Master Merlin, you'll need help.
I knew I'd find you here, Mab.
You've come to see my final triumph.
Oh, I've come to see your final defeat.
You always were a dreamer, Merlin. Let me see. You've lost Arthur. The battle. Your one true love.
The battle isn't over yet, Mab.
You can't win.
She's weakened herself.
I don't know what we have to do.
Why are you consulting with that traitor?
Madam, after all my years of faithful service, I mean, that's rather harsh.
Not as harsh as I'm going to be.
Sorry, can't stay.
Mordred's dead.
So we both have nothing to lose. The battle's just between you and me, Mab.
Show you how weak I am. My strength may be failing, Merlin, but I can still deal with these poor humans. What do you plan to do?
use your puny swords and axes on me.
No, Mab. I'm just going to forget you.
Merlin? What are you doing?
You can't fight us or frighten us. You're just not important enough anymore. We forget you, Queen Mab. Go join your sister in the lake and be forgotten.
Look at me. Look at me! Hey! Merlin! Merlin! Don't forget me, Merlin. I love you as a son. Merlin! Merlin!
I had won. I was trying to smile, but it was the smile of desolation. Inside, I felt only the pity and the terror and the waste of it all. Everyone I ever loved and whoever loved me, all gone down. And then Galahad returned and brought with him the Holy Grail and spring, and the land became fertile again, and the cycle of death and darkness ended. And so does my story. Now, if my story entertained or enchanted, you may show your appreciation in any way you see fit, but particularly with money.
Master Merlin, did you ever find Nimue?
No, I never found him away, or even the cave again.
What about the magic? Can you still do magic?
No. I got out of the habit, and besides, nobody believes in it anymore. Thank you. It's all over, friend. There is no more.
It's not exactly the way I remember it, Master Merlin.
Vic, is it you?
Yes, it's me.
Oh, I must say you do tell a rather good tale, terribly exciting and all. But I was intrigued that you chose to omit certain...
Well, that's the way they like it. And besides, I didn't think they'd believe it if I told the way it really was. And how are you doing in this world, Master Frick?
Well, I mean, there will always be a need for the perfect gentleman's gentleman. And I was and always will be one of the best, you see.
God. It is. Sir Rupert.
Yes, well, I found him grazing in a field, and we got to reminiscing.
Dear old boy. Shouldn't you be dead by now?
No. There's a little magic in me too, Merlin.
Oh, I almost forgot. Nimue.
What about her?
Oh, nothing really, other than she was inquiring about you when I saw her last month.
I don't understand. What happened?
Sometime after Mab disappeared, her spells began to lose their power, and Nimue was set free.
Where is she, Vic?
Sir Rupert knows.
Thank you, my old friend, for everything.
Oh, no need to thank me. I just love happy endings.
Merlin.
Oh, my dearest.
Frick found you.
I never believed I would ever see you again. So many years lost.
You've grown older.
You too.
Does it matter?
No, not anymore. But I think I have one last trick. There's no more. That's the end of magic.